Hey there, fellow seekers of wisdom. Have you ever found yourself at the mercy of life's unpredictable waves, wondering how to navigate through the storm with grace and resilience? Well, today's journey is all about prioritizing your life, embracing psychological strategies inspired by the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. So, let me ask you this. How often do you find yourself swept away by the currents of anxiety, frustration, or anger? And, more importantly, are you ready to discover the secrets of mastering your inner world? Stoicism, a school of thought born in ancient Greece, teaches us the art of living a virtuous life through self-control and fortitude. It's not just a dusty old philosophy, it's a timeless guide to overcoming destructive emotions and finding tranquility amidst chaos. Picture this. You're standing at the edge of a vast ocean of life, and Stoicism hands you the compass to navigate through its highs and lows. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Let that sink in. How often do we fritter away our precious moments on trivialities, letting life slip through our fingers like sand? But fear not, my friends, for today we embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Here are 9 psychological strategies inspired by Stoicism to help you prioritize your life and emerge victorious in the face of adversity. 1. Embrace the present. Let's dive into the first strategy, folks. Embrace the present. You know, life can be a real roller coaster, full of ups, downs, and unexpected loops. But here's the deal. The Stoics, these ancient wisdom gurus, have this nifty advice for us. They say, hey, the only thing you've got for sure is this very moment. So, picture this. Imagine dropping all those baggage from your past, kicking future worries to the curb, and just soaking in the goodness of the present. Epictetus, one of these Stoic legends, we might not have a say in the hand life deals us, but we sure as heck control how we play it. Now let's break it down a bit. Think about the last time you stressed over something that already happened or got anxious about what's coming next. Guilty, right? We've all been there. But what if, just for a moment, you decided to be right here, right now? That's the secret sauce, my friends. Letting go of the past. It's like cleaning out your closet, getting rid of those old, worn-out clothes that don't fit anymore. Future worries, kick them out like uninvited guests, because, in the end, this very second is where the magic happens. It's where you can choose to be happy, content, and at peace. And that's the kind of power that's in your hands, my friend. So here's your homework. Next time you catch yourself drowning in the sea of what-ifs or lost in the maze of should-haves, take a breath, embrace the now, and remember what Epictetus said about choosing our responses. Trust me, it's like giving yourself a front-row seat to the coolest show, the show called your life. Because, in the grand scheme of things, the present is where the real action is. 2. Focus on what you can control. Let's dive into the second strategy that's like a life compass pointing towards a calmer you. Focus on what you can control. Picture life as this giant roller coaster, full of twists and turns, highs and lows. It's wild, unpredictable, and sometimes feels like you're riding without a seatbelt. The Stoics, these ancient thinkers from way back in Greece, left us a golden nugget of wisdom, a secret weapon, if you will. So what's the deal? Life's full of crazy stuff we can't predict or change, right? True, but here's the plot twist. The Stoics tell us to stop wrestling with the wild tornado of life and start figuring out what's in our control. Imagine you're steering a ship in a storm. You can't control the waves, but you can navigate the ship. That's the essence of this strategy. Channel your energy into things you have a say in. It's like putting on a superhero cape for your mental well-being. Ever heard of the Serenity Prayer? It's like the Stoic mantra for this strategy. It goes something like, "Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." Simple, right? Accept the unchangeable bits, like the weather or the traffic jam that makes you late for work. Take a deep breath and let it go. Now, for the things you can change, your reactions, choices, and attitude. Unleash the superhero within. It's about being the captain of your ship in the storm, not a helpless passenger. Let's make it real. Picture your to-do list. Some tasks are like weather patterns out of your control. Meetings might pop up and deadlines might rain down. Instead of stressing over these, focus on the tasks you can tackle head-on. Your response to challenges, totally in your control. Your attitude, that's your superpower. So here's the golden nugget. Life's a mix of controllable and uncontrollable. Embrace the chaos, but don't let it toss you around like a leaf in the wind. Be the wise captain, steering through the storm with serenity, courage, and wisdom. Take this strategy as your backstage pass to the concert of life. Be the rock star of what you can control, and let the rest be background noise. It's not about becoming a control freak, it's about choosing where to invest your energy for maximum impact. In a world where chaos is the opening act, become the headline act of your life. After all, in the grand symphony of existence, you hold the conductor's baton. So, let the Serenity Prayer be your anthem, guiding you through the whirlwind with style and wisdom. Three, develop resilience. Let's dive a bit deeper into our third strategy, developing resilience. Resilience is like having a superpower that helps you bounce back from life's curveballs. Picture this. You're a tough bamboo, standing tall in the midst of a storm. The wind may be howling and the rain may be pouring, but you're not snapping, you're bending. Think of resilience as your ability to bend without breaking, just like that bamboo. It's about facing setbacks and challenges head-on, knowing you have the strength to weather the storm. Marcus Aurelius, a wise Stoic philosopher, once dropped a nugget of truth on us. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Now let's break this down a bit. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them with a mindset that says, "I can handle this." Life is full of surprises, some good and some not so good. It's the not so good ones that test our resilience. Imagine a tough day at work or a personal setback. These are the storms life throws our way. But here's the secret. Just like that bamboo, you can sway with the wind, adapt to the circumstances, and stand tall once the storm has passed. It's all about training your mind to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Think of resilience as a muscle you can strengthen. How? By changing your perspective. Marcus Aurelius is telling us that happiness isn't about having everything perfect. It's about how you see and respond to the imperfections. It's in your thoughts, your attitude, your way of thinking. So how can you develop resilience in your own life? Start by acknowledging that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Instead of viewing them as roadblocks, see them as detours guiding you to new and unexpected paths. Embrace the challenges, learn from them, and let them shape your character. Remember, just like that bamboo, you're not alone in facing storms. You have an inner strength that can weather any tempest. Resilience isn't a trait reserved for a select few. It's a skill you can cultivate. So stand tall, be flexible, and let resilience be your guiding force through life's unpredictable weather. Because, my friend, it's not about avoiding the storms, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Four, practice negative visualization. Let's dig deeper into this fascinating concept, negative visualization. Sounds a bit counterintuitive, doesn't it? But bear with me. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers with wisdom pouring out of their beards, had a unique take on this. So, what's negative visualization all about? Well, it's like mental preparation for the curveballs life likes to throw at us. Picture this. Instead of constantly daydreaming about unicorns and rainbows, take a moment to think about the worst-case scenarios. I know, not exactly your typical positive thinking exercise, right? But here's the magic. It's not about getting stuck in a fear frenzy. No. It's about arming yourself with mental resilience, a sort of superhero power against life's unexpected villains. The Stoics believed that by mentally confronting the worst, we build this fortress of mental toughness. Imagine it like a mental gym session for your brain. Just like lifting weights makes your muscles stronger, facing the worst-case scenarios in your mind makes your mental muscles tougher. It's not about being a pessimist, it's about being a prepared optimist, ready to face whatever challenges come our way. Think of it as having a mental superhero suit, not to fight against reality, but to face it head-on. The Stoics were onto something here. It's like they handed us the ultimate life hack, the ability to surf the waves of life with style, knowing we've got this mental surfboard that can handle even the roughest seas. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, don't panic. Take a breath, put on your mental superhero suit, and tackle it with the resilience you've built through a little dose of negative visualization. It's not about expecting the worst, but about being mentally ready for whatever comes your way. Remember, it's not dwelling in fear, it's building a fortress of mental fortitude. Embrace the power of negative visualization, and you'll find yourself navigating life's roller coaster with a newfound sense of calm and confidence. Because, my friend, you're not just a passenger, you're the captain of your own ship, steering through storms with a grin on your face. That's the Stoic way, preparing for the worst so you can savor the best. Five, cultivate virtue. Let's talk about something that might sound a bit old school, but packs a punch in making life awesome: cultivating virtue. Now, I know the word virtue might make you think of knights in shining armor or ancient philosophers stroking their beards, but bear with me, it's way cooler than it sounds. So, what's this virtue thing all about? Well, think of it as aligning your actions with the best, most kick-butt ideals of being a good human. According to these ancient brainiacs called the Stoics, virtue isn't just a dusty old concept. It's like the secret sauce to a truly fulfilling life. Seneca, one of these Stoic legends, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Let that sink in for a moment. Imagine being all zen, living in the now, without constantly worrying about what's gonna happen next. Sounds like the dream, right? All right, let me break it down. Cultivating virtue means trying to be the best version of yourself in every situation. It's not about being perfect. We all have our quirks and flaws, but it's about making choices that align with kindness, integrity, and all those good vibes. It's like your GPS for being an awesome human being. Now, I get it. Life can throw curveballs. You're stuck in traffic, your coffee spills, your boss is on your case. It happens. But here's where virtue swoops in like a superhero cape. It's about choosing to respond to those challenges with patience, kindness, and resilience. So, let me ask you this. Ever had a day where everything seemed to go wrong, but you chose to stay calm and positive? That's virtue in action, my friend. It's about being the hero of your own story, not letting external chaos dictate your mood. Picture this. You're faced with a choice. Do you take the easy way out, maybe cut some corners, or do you stick to your moral compass, even if it means a tougher road? Cultivating virtue is about choosing that tougher road, knowing it leads to a more meaningful and fulfilling journey. In a world that sometimes feels like a circus of chaos, virtue is your ticket to the front row seats of a content, satisfied life. It's not about impressing others or following some outdated rule book. It's about being true to yourself and creating a life that feels genuinely good. So, my friend, let's embrace this ancient wisdom and sprinkle a bit of virtue into our daily lives. Be kind, be honest, be patient, not just because it's the right thing to do, but because it's the key to unlocking that true happiness Seneca was talking about. Cultivating virtue, your shortcut to a life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. Six, master your reactions. Mastering your reactions is a crucial skill in the grand symphony of life, a skill that's worth fine-tuning like an artist perfecting their craft. The Stoics, those ancient life coaches, nudge us to take a beat, hit the pause button, and reflect before diving headfirst into the pool of impulsiveness. It's like they're saying, hold up, slow down, and think before you leap. Now let's unravel this wisdom a bit. Picture this. Life is a wild roller coaster, and you're not always in control of the twists and turns it takes. The Stoics get it. They really do. But here's the golden nugget. It's not about trying to lasso the unruly events around you. Nope. It's about being the boss of how you react when the roller coaster takes an unexpected loop-de-loop. Consider this scenario. Your day is cruising along, sunshine and rainbows, and then, bam, a thunderstorm of frustration hits. Your natural instinct might be to lash out, to let the storm inside match the one outside. But hold on. The Stoics whisper in your ear, reminding you that real power lies not in changing the weather, but in choosing how you dance in the rain. It's about taking that mindful breath before firing off an email, resisting the urge to snap back in an argument, and resisting the siren call of impulsive reactions. It's about turning that split second between an event and your response into a sacred space where wisdom blossoms. The Stoics are basically saying, hey friend, you've got more control than you think. It's not about the hand you're dealt, but how you play the cards. Think of it as having a remote control for your emotional reactions. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Instead of immediately hitting the anger button, you pause, take a breath, and maybe even throw in a chuckle at life's unpredictability. The Stoics call it the art of responding, not reacting. It's like having a superhero power, not to control the world, but to rule your own inner kingdom. In the grand tapestry of Stoic philosophy, mastering your reactions is the thread that weaves through the fabric of resilience. It's not about bottling up your emotions. It's about giving them the respect they deserve, understanding them, and then choosing the response that aligns with the person you want to be. It's like being the captain of your emotional ship, steering through turbulent waters with grace and purpose. So, my fellow life navigators, let's embrace this wisdom. The next time life throws a curveball your way, remember the Stoic lesson. It's not about the pitch, but how you swing. Master your reactions, and you'll find yourself not just surviving the storm, but dancing in the rain of life's unpredictability. It's a skill worth honing, my friends, a skill that transforms every stumble into a graceful dance move in the rhythm of your own journey. 7. Accept impermanence. It might sound a bit fancy, but trust me, it's a game changer in this roller coaster of life. So, what's this impermanence all about? Think of it like this. Life is a river, always flowing, never standing still. The Stoics, these ancient philosophy folks, they had this gem of wisdom. They said, hey, everything in life is temporary. Yeah, even that favorite ice cream flavor you can't get enough of, temporary. Now, why is embracing impermanence a strategy? Well, picture this. You're holding on to something so tight, like your childhood teddy bear or that old pair of sneakers. The Stoics would nudge you and say, hey, loosen that grip a bit. See, when we accept that nothing lasts forever, it's like setting ourselves free from the chains of attachment. It's not about being cold-hearted. It's about understanding that change is the only constant. Let me drop some ancient wisdom on you from Epictetus, one of these cool Stoic philosophers. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. Deep, right? Now, let's break it down. Imagine you're on a wild roller coaster, gripping the safety bar for dear life. Life's that roller coaster, and impermanence is the twist and turns. If you're too busy fearing the end of the ride, you're missing out on the thrill. Impermanence doesn't mean avoiding attachments or never feeling the warmth of connections. It's about enjoying the ride, knowing that every twist, turn and loop is part of the adventure. Think about it. That stressful job, those heartbreaks, the tough times, they're not permanent. They're like clouds passing by in the vast sky of your life. When you accept this suddenly, you're not weighed down by the heavy baggage of worries. You become a traveler, enjoying the scenery, knowing that each moment is a fleeting yet beautiful snapshot. So, my friend, let impermanence be your guide in this wild journey. Loosen that grip, savor the moments, and remember, as Epictetus would say, fear not the end, but embrace the aliveness of every twist and turn. Life's impermanent, and that's what makes it beautifully yours. Eight, seek wisdom. Picture this, our world drowning in a sea of information where the noise can be deafening. Amidst the chaos, Stoicism serves as our lighthouse, guiding us to the shores of true understanding. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to get lost in the constant bombardment of facts, opinions, and distractions. But Seneca, the wise Stoic philosopher, throws a spotlight on a crucial truth. It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Let's break it down. Imagine life as a grand library, shelves filled with countless books representing the information we encounter daily. Seeking wisdom isn't about reading every book. It's about carefully selecting the ones that truly enrich our minds. It's not about drowning in the ocean of knowledge. It's about learning to swim purposefully towards the pearls of wisdom. In the age of the internet, social media, and a constant influx of content, the Stoics beckon us to be discerning. Wisdom isn't about accumulating random facts. It's about gaining insight that adds value to our lives and the lives of those around us. So, how do we navigate this vast sea of information and find the gems of wisdom? The Stoics offer a compass, a mindset that encourages thoughtful consumption. It's about asking ourselves, does this knowledge contribute to my growth? Does it align with my values? Will it bring clarity or simply add to the noise? In seeking wisdom, we embrace a deliberate and intentional approach to knowledge. Seneca's words echo as a reminder to be mindful of the time we spend on information that doesn't serve our well-being or contribute to our journey of self-discovery. Imagine your mind as a garden and wisdom as the seeds you plant. To flourish, the garden needs careful tending. Stoicism teaches us to be gardeners of our minds, cultivating wisdom by being selective about the ideas we allow to take root. In essence, seeking wisdom is an active pursuit, a conscious decision to prioritize quality over quantity. It's about curating the knowledge that shapes our perspectives, enriches our understanding of the world, and ultimately leads us towards a more fulfilling and purposeful life. So, in the noisy chaos of the information age, let's heed the Stoic call to seek wisdom. Let's be intentional about the knowledge we embrace, ensuring that every piece contributes to the masterpiece of our lives. As Seneca wisely puts it, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Let's reclaim our time and invest it in the wisdom that truly matters. Nine, practice gratitude. Strategy number 9 is all about a game changer, practicing gratitude. Now, hold on tight, because this one is a real gem. Picture this: the Stoics, those ancient philosophers, were onto something big. They knew the secret sauce to a kick-butt life was acknowledging every little blessing, no matter how teeny tiny it might seem. All right, let's get real for a moment. Have you ever paused in the middle of your crazy day and just thought, wow, this moment right here is pretty awesome? That, my friend, is the magic of practicing gratitude. It's like having a superpower that lets you see the glitter in the mundane. Now, Seneca, one wise Stoic dude, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Think about it. How often do we get so caught up in what's next that we forget to appreciate what's happening right now, in this very moment? Let's break it down. Practicing gratitude isn't about grand gestures or waiting for the big wins. It's about being thankful for the small wins, the warm cup of coffee in the morning, the sun peeking through the clouds, or that random act of kindness from a stranger. These are the building blocks of genuine, soul-soothing happiness. So here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. Take a moment each day to count your blessings. It could be a mental note or a good old-fashioned journal. Reflect on the things, big or small, that bring a smile to your face. It's like creating a gratitude scrapbook for your soul. And guess what? Science has our back on this. Studies show that practicing gratitude can boost mood, improve relationships, and even give your physical health a little high five. Who wouldn't want that? Imagine waking up each day with a heart full of gratitude, ready to tackle whatever life throws your way. It's like putting on a pair of gratitude glasses that turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, let's wrap it up. Practice gratitude. Take a moment to soak in the good stuff, appreciate the small wins, and let true happiness sneak into your life, one grateful moment at a time. Seneca would probably give you a nod of approval for that. After all, it's not about what you have. It's about being thankful for what you've got, no matter how humble. Conclusion. So, my friends, as we wrap up this journey through Stoic wisdom, let these 9 psychological strategies be your guiding stars. Prioritize your life, cultivate self-control, and embrace the resilience within you. Let the ancient echoes of Stoicism inspire you to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Remember, in the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Listen to the wisdom of the Stoics and let it shape the narrative of your life. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, stay wise, stay resilient, and most importantly, stay stoic. If you found these lessons valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the wisdom with your fellow travelers on the road to self-discovery.